Are you sick of losing sports bets? Well, today I'm going to share with you my top 5 tips for becoming a better and more successful sports bettor. What's up, everybody? Chris the DGen here on DGen Dungeons Sports. And like I said, today I'm going to be sharing my top 5 tips to become a more successful and a better long-term sports bettor. So, the top tips that I have for you. These are in no particular order, but these are what I have found over the years that I have been sports betting to help me to become a better sports bettor. So, we're going to go over bankroll management and reducing risk. We're going to go over tracking bets, line shopping, passing on bets, and finally asking questions and learning about what you're actually doing and what you're betting on. So with bankroll management, the number one thing is unit sizing. I can't tell you how many people I have spoken with who do not use proper units and they wonder why they lose long term when they sports bet. Me personally, I use 1 unit as 1% of my bankroll, and I keep my plays on a 1 to 5 unit scale, with the 4 and 5 unit plays being very, very rare. I'm typically in the 1 to 3 unit range with all of my bets. Now, those who do not use the unit system or who don't have proper discipline when they are betting will over time be successful losers when they are sports betting. I cannot stress enough to use units when you are betting. If you put $100 in the sports book, your unit should be a couple of dollars per bet. You should not be throwing $20 on a game. That's 1/5 of your bankroll right there, unless you can deposit again and again and again. But the issue there is, why not just deposit and make your units proper from the start? If you're going to continuously deposit into the book, it's not good. All right? It's not good. And this comes on with chasing losses. Stop chasing losses. This is why the unit system is there, to consistently bet the same amounts or the same units and be successful over time. That same person who's depositing $100 into the sports book, putting $20 on a bet, they lose it, they want to go put another $20 on the next bet. They lose that one. Well, now your bankroll has been almost cut in half. And to get that back, what are you going to do? You're going to place the rest of the $60 on another bet. If you lose that, 3 bets in, your bankroll's gone. I cannot stress enough the units and chasing those losses. Another thing with the bankroll management and reducing risk is the ridiculous plus money parlays, those same game parlays, those 12-team teasers, the 12-team money line parlays. Guys, stop placing those bets, all right? Yes, they look great when they hit. Don't get me wrong. They look fantastic. Have I placed them? Yes. Have I hit them? Yes. But over time, those bets will just bleed and bleed and bleed your bankroll. I cannot stress that enough. You may say, oh, it's only $5, or it may be only half a unit, whatever you're putting on the bet. But if you don't hit 10 of those, if you don't hit 20 of those in a row, all right, for that $5 that you're putting on it, you're wasting $100 placing those bets. And ask the guys who place the tickets and show the tickets of them consistently winning these bets, how many of them they actually place in order to win. Or how many have they placed that have lost in the interim between win and win. Guys, trust me on this, all right? I have tried to hit those massive home runs. You end up striking out 99% of the time. So please, please, please stop placing those bets. The same game parlays can be very good if you keep them at like a 2 or 3 leg range rather than placing those 10 plus leg parlays. Switch screens here, not what I wanted to do. Here we go, tracking bets, all right? That is the next thing, and I already showed you quickly what my tracking thing looks like, but I'm going to show you it in more depth. But tracking bets is super, super important in actually becoming a successful and a long-term profitable sports bettor. Why? Well, it helps you know where you are, all right? It helps you know where your units are, how much you've won, how much you've lost. It can also help you focus in on certain sports. Now, over my sports betting career, we'll call it, all right, I'm not a professional, but over my sports betting endeavors that I've done, I have found that I am much more successful betting on the NFL, betting on soccer, betting on tennis, and specific NBA props. I've found that I'm terrible at hockey. I'm terrible at NBA spreads and money lines and totals and stuff like that. I stay away from it now. I may post an occasional one here or there, but I stay away from them for the most part. And if you want the picks, again, as always, Discord linked down below. Go join. It's free. I post my picks there on a daily basis, the picks that I'm taking. So go check that out down below. But tracking bets will also give you a reality check. All right. You may think, oh, well, I won one bet. I won this one. I won this one. But you forget about the losses sometimes. And that's where those ridiculous parlays come into play. All right. If you actually start tracking your success on those ridiculous parlays, they will eat you alive. Trust me on that. All right. So quickly, let's go over to my tracking spreadsheet. This is the spreadsheet of all the picks that I've posted so far in the Discord, in my DGen Dungeon Discord. Again, it's linked down below. Go take a look. But I have the date. I have the sport that I'm betting on, what league it is, what type of bet it is. This will also help you narrow down which type of bets you are better at. Now, you will see me place an occasional huge plus money odds play. We all do them, right? But I'm telling you not to do it consistently because that's not a good way to win long term in the sports books. All right. I have the American odds. I have the decimal odds. I have the units risked. And then I have what you're going to win off that bet, what the net result of it was, and what the total net is overall. And then I have another column over here with wins and losses. So as you can see right now with the picks I posted in Discord, I'm 17-16 for being up 1 unit or 1.5 units. And unfortunately, this weekend I lost my 2 biggest plays with just the 49ers selling the bag and Buffalo just not being able to play defense at the end of the game. It is what it is, but that's where that comes into play. And this will also help keep you honest, right? Because you may say, oh, I went 4-2 one day. Well, you went 4-2, but those 2 losses wiped out the 4 wins you had. All right, so that's where the reality check comes into play. Now, if you want a full tutorial on how I made this spreadsheet, it's pretty simple. Let me know down in the comments down below, and I will certainly give you a step-by-step tutorial on how I made this tracker. But that is what my tracker looks like. And let's go back to the slide deck here, and we can discuss line shopping. All right, so that is the next thing. Line shopping is super, super important if you want to be a good long-term sports bettor. Why? Well, you're looking for the best line. All right, now, if you're new to sports betting, you may not realize that all of the books have similar lines, but they're different. All right, now, let me explain why. So, the lines are put out for the sports books, and they are relatively consistent at the beginning when the lines are released. However, different sports books take different bets on the games. So, for example, I'm going to use FanDuel and Caesars because I use both of those. Let's say DGen is betting $100,000. I'm not, but let's say I am, on a team on the spread for the NFL for this upcoming week. Well, DGen himself is not a huge sharp that's going to move the lines. However, let's say we have a ton of friends who are all betting the same amount, and we have like over $1 million flooding that sports book. They may shift that line a little bit in order to protect themselves. So line shopping can be important because you can find slight edges with the lines that'll make you more profitable long term. All right, so this may mean opening books on different accounts, right? So I have a couple different sports books that I use regularly, and I check them all for the lines to see which one has the best line. Now, if you're in my Discord and you see me post a line on a bet, it's probably the best line that I could find on the sports books that I have. I may not have the best line overall because I don't have access to certain sports books, but it's the best line available to me. So search around. Now, give you two quick examples of NBA games that I just took pictures of that are tonight. If you're watching this video, it's the 18th of January. These games are tonight. All right, so the top one is FanDuel. The bottom one is Caesars. Now, the spread, you're going to say, well, they're the same. You're right, they are. 6-point spread, minus 110 on the odds is what it is. But if you're betting the money line, FanDuel has a higher money line for the Knicks tonight compared to Caesars. So if you're going to bet the Knicks on the money line, you're going to want to bet it on Caesars because you're going to win a little bit more for the same exact bet. Same thing with if you're betting on the Wizards tonight, you're going to want to bet that on FanDuel because you're going to get paid more for the same bet. Now, take a look at the over-under. They have the exact same line, minus 110. There's a point discrepancy in the line. This is what I mean about line shopping, right? If you like the over, you're going to take it on Caesars because you get a point basically for free over FanDuel. Same thing for the under. If you like the under, you want to take it on FanDuel because you're going to get a point for free. Just some examples here. Same thing with the Cavaliers and the Grizzlies tonight, all right? Here's a discrepancy in the spreads. You're going to get half a point extra on FanDuel for the underdog, whereas you're going to get half a point less for the Grizzlies, who are the favorite tonight. So this is what I'm saying about line shopping. The money lines, again, are different. The totals here are different too. But shop around for the lines that make them the most sense and that'll win you more money for less odds. All right. Next, we're going to come up to passing on bets. Don't be afraid to not place a bet. All right. There's days where you'll see me in Discord. I'll say I have no plays today. I don't like anything. All right, I'm not going to place something just for the sake of betting. If you start doing that, you're going to lose long term because you don't have an actual edge on that game. You don't have something that's telling you, oh, I want to bet on this game. I don't want to bet on this game. So don't be afraid to pass on bets. Also, bet numbers, not teams. All right, if you're a huge fan of a certain team, don't necessarily just bet on them every single time. You bet the number, not the team. Perfect example of this year, if you guys know me, you know that I'm a Philly fan, diehard Philly fan. All Philly teams, that's my team. All right, but there's times where I will bet against the team that I support because the numbers say so. All right, so bet numbers, not teams. Or just pass on the bet altogether. If you don't want to bet against your team, just pass on the bet, don't take it. All right, and don't lay crazy amounts of money to win a little bit. Perfect example of this, the guy over the past weekend who bet the Chargers at halftime when they were up 27 points. He bet $1.4 million to win $11,000. Guys, that is the dumbest stuff you can do, all right? That throws the units out the window. That throws just every bit of sports betting knowledge. Just throw it to the curb there. This guy bet $1.4 million to win $11,000. Shocker, he lost it. All right, guys, don't take those bets. Those ridiculous odds bets, they seem safe, yes, but would you be willing to risk $1.4 million to win $11,000? Why not do a unit system with that $1.4 million and you can make $11,000 much easier. Trust me on that. Same thing with these 5+ leg bets to win $1 million or to win even money, right? So if you're sitting here betting money line favorites, 5 of them to win just even money, guys, long term, those will eat you, all right? It's professional sports. Any team can win on any given day. So stay away from those bets and you will be more profitable. Don't be afraid to ask questions, all right? If you want to ask me a question, again, hop in the Discord. You can DM me on Discord. You can put a question in one of the channels that are on the Discord page. I'll be more than happy to answer. If you want to email me, my email's in the description, dgendungeonsports@gmail.com. You can email me and ask me a question, all right? We can all learn from everybody. You may be able to learn something from me. I'll learn something from you. I'm consistently learning about sports betting and how to become a better sports bettor every single day, all right? So don't be afraid to ask questions and continue to learn. And that brings me to this screen here, the Discord. All right, go join it. It's free, linked down below. Again, I'll post my picks. You can ask me questions, all that kind of good stuff there. If you're into craps, Dice Degen is my craps channel. Again, Obviously, I am a full degenerate, so craps, any casino games, whatever, sports betting, of course. That's why you're here. So go join the Discord down below. And guys, just remember, everybody has a little degen in them. And I will see you all very soon. Peace.